alright. I just wanted to start with that. You'll see why, or maybe you won't. Maybe you'll have no idea and you'll be like, what was that? What was she doing there? I don't even really know. It's hard to say right now. Having an extremely weird headventure. I thought that the washer and dryer would actually just be like the chaos, the thing that I'm feeling, the like, gotta always be washing your clothes, gotta always be eating 3 meals, gotta always be taking more vitamins, gotta wash more clothes, and there's dirt on the floor, and there's cobwebs from 35 years, you gotta suck them up with a vacuum, and your kitchen is dirty again, and there's shit stuck on all of your pans, and you gotta do more laundry, and you gotta eat again, and you gotta go somewhere, and you gotta poop, and you gotta pee, and you gotta eat again, and you gotta do more laundry. It's like, do you know what I mean? It's really scary. I'm scared of the world right now, so I'm bringing you some real shit. I spent forever setting it up, honestly forever. And then one of the people the poem is about, it's about several uncomfortable feelings, but found out something from them that now I kind of feel like an asshole even doing this. But here's the point. It all fits together. It's all okay. It's from my true, genuine heart. And I think they're going to get it. I think they're going to understand that, like, the reason I was so angry in this poem is I just always want to know that they care about me as much as I care about them. And I don't know that they do. And sometimes I think maybe I even annoy them a little. And I don't know. So that's just being a human. I feel like an asshole now. But you get it when you only get super mad about something that you super care about. Or is that just me? It's like when I'm just pissed, it's because someone doesn't get it and I really need them to get it. And they're one of the only people I like and I just want them to get it. And when they don't, when you like put yourself out there for those rare people that you actually like, it's just so hard to accept that they don't like all the things you do as much as you like all the things they do, or whatever. Just so hard and confusing. But I thought I was going to do something super pretty and like Godiva-y because I made my hair pretty. But then I just wasn't feeling that. To be perfectly real, I watched the nightly news, as I always do. And there was like in memoriam for the 500,000 people that have perished because of selfish assholes. Because people are being selfish assholes. Because people's vacations and their Starbucks and their fucking Tinder mean more to them than human life. And that's fucking insane. And I just wept. I wept like a child. You know, they only showed like 20 people kind of in depth or what have you, but it crushed me a lot, and it was one of many times I've vowed in recent past to never go anywhere again. I'm never going anywhere again. But this was my whole setup in my mind, and it fit, and it made sense to me because I had to do a poem that fit what I was feeling, which was like, I'm never going to be enough. And I'm not going to make the spot I want to make, and people are just going to misunderstand my creativity or my heart or my soul, or try to brand it or not understand it, or any of the above. It's just so hard to do anything and feel good about it and feel okay. It really is hard. What'd y'all think of Strawberry Milk? Wasn't she something? I'm going to bring her out a lot. She was pissed that she wasn't more polished, but you know what? She was high and scared. What do you do when you're high and scared, right? Wasn't that something, though? Strawberry Milk. She's going to say a lot more things that I'm too little puss to say. Makes me shrivel. But Strawberry Milk, she'll just say it. She wants to work with me. We're going to work as a team. We're going to polish her shit up. It's going to be great. But, you know, both of us were trying to put out for you every day, and that's hefty. It's hefty. It's a lot. For this, because I'm feeling like a goof. But what am I doing? You know, I don't know. This guy's like a corporate rat, I forget the movie. I feel like there's a lot of that going on around here right now. Corporate rats taking over the world and shit. Dinosaurs, bugs, praying manti. I mean, this is pretty cool. Okay, fine. Okay, fine, I'll show it. It's my time, right? It's just me being on the YouTubes. Being fame dog for my many, many followers. Oh my god, I can't believe I can't get into this. Oh, there's such good shit in here. This is the good shit of life. That's the good shit of life. That's Chuck E. Cheese, ladies and gentlemen. Oh. Someone made me this special. It's Bieber. Like Justin Bieber, but he's a beaver. That's very special. This is just a nice find. This is a nice price. Ooh, this is meant to be. It could be one of 3 pokers. You'll know the meaning of that soon if you keep watching. And I found this. See, I was meant to open this to feel just a little bit fucking better. Unicorn rave! Unicorn rave! Yeah, so right when I got this all set up and was just ready to go, which even with 0 makeup, just the Dr. Pepper beauty routine, a little Dr. Pepper here, a little Dr. Pepper here, even then, it took me hours to get like this ready to go. This is so embarrassing. I can't. Now we're really like whoa! I never knew the dishwasher shook that much. If you know what I mean. New discovery. I put my butt on it. See if I can massage the sciatica. Oh yeah, that's nice. But yeah, love that. Very cool, very textured. This guy is just putting out like chemical fires, you know. We vacuumed probably like, I'm gonna say like 20 pounds of spider webs today. It was extremely gratifying. I made a time-lapse video of it. I may put it up. But it was very symbolic. After I'd been, you know, weeping about the world, I just thought, yeah, that's mighty symbolic. We're just sucking up literally like 30 years of spider webs into dust. Scary. Symbolic. All the things. Crabs, because people being crabby. This guy, because it makes a lot of sense. Ooh, I wish you could see this guy's shadow right now. It's so good. Crabby. Oh my gosh. I wish I could zoom in on... Maybe I can. Just what a wild ride these guys are taking right now. Does it translate? There, now it does. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Look at him. Oh, that guy's straight up turning. He's freaking out, he's making a call. It's the end of the world as those guys know it. Yeah, he's like, I want to say it was called Flushed? I think it's a movie called Flush. This guy's like corporate and he's on the phone. And he's like, get me anybody who can get me out of this. I don't need to be here, I'm a billionaire. Yeah, those guys are having a party. I thought this was appropriate because it was kind of like the earth getting fisted. You understand? No? Do you? My people understand. The people who love people understand. Yeah, it's a fun backdrop. It's just really, it's really going to town. I don't know, it was just like, it was like music to me. It was like, give me a beat, give me a beat, give me a beat, give me a beat, give me a beat. I'm out of booble. I'm gonna go thirsty. It's okay. So yeah, I just, I really felt like I needed to be a little bit more raw and uncomfortable than pretty. Because that's not, nobody needs more of that right now. Nobody needs more girls being like, I'm on Instagram because I'm pretty. I have to let my pretty out. We don't need more of that. I mean, I understand. I understand glam. I understand glam. I love glam. I love to get pictures of me glamming out too. I get that. But I don't know. Energetically, the world's heart just doesn't seem in the right place a lot of the time. And I'm not sure how we get that back on track. This, however, says laundry today or naked tomorrow. And it really improved my pandemic to find that. Like, honestly, improved my pandemic quite a bit. Substantially. Felt really good about it. But yeah, as I said, I was just feeling like everything was wrong and this wasn't going to come across right. And I guess I'm just going to be totally vague about it. And then probably bring up more from these people or this person. It's about a lot. I'm not even ready or comfortable to talk about what it's about. And you know me, like, I'm giving you slices of my soul every day. Like, how big you want? You want a big slice or a little slice? How hungry are you? I do that. You can go through. You'll see that I do that. So, I don't know. I'm just not even... It hurts so much. It still hurts. It still keeps me up at night. I have weird dreams about it. So I can't even... But I'll go into brighter things. And I really... I admire all of the people where these feelings stemmed from so much that I can't even fucking put it into words. Like, I could write a book about how much they admire them. And it was just this thing where I felt very misunderstood and my guts felt wound up and I still feel that way about it. So that was just the poem that fit today. And then I hear about something horrible happening that makes me feel bad. But you get it. I'm over-explaining. You get the feeling of when you just want somebody to care a bunch, that you care, you don't really know. And then something goes even kind of weirder and wronger and it sticks to your ribs and it hurts and you don't know how to not feel shitty and at fault somehow or weird about it. And when it's just called being human, like everyone fucking does it, but I'm one of those people who takes everything really, really, really consciously to heart. Did this go off? This is real life too though, guys, that I have like a lot of laundry to do. Maybe that's too much. Maybe the dryer is too much. Maybe you'll skip it. I have the power to do that. Don't you like the sound of the washer though? It's like an alien spaceship skidding to a stop. But everything that I was feeling was uncomfortable, and so it kind of fits anyway, and I sat here on the floor, and when we had a pipe burst today, so there was like pee-pees, actual human pee-pee down here, and it smelled real bad like pee-pee, and that just all kind of fit. It fit for my feelings. It fit what I'm actually feeling. And I gotta say, you know, like when you see me and I do these really outlandish, clowny, kind of over the moon, fucking goony things, you gotta know that... there's a lot of pain covering up going on. So I just want to share that with you and be real about that. You know, it's like you may think like, oh, there's somebody being irreverent or indulgent or just unnecessarily, unduly eccentric. But really, guys, I'm fucking processing some shit. And it takes a lot. It takes a lot. And so that's what it looks like for me. It looks like putting on crazy fucking pink bloomers, or that wasn't me. But you know what I mean. Putting on wigs and different digs and crazy shablam. I have to do that to cope. There's pain in my body every day, and I am the spongiest fucking empath that I know, to where, no joke, I'm feeling all right now. I'm feeling all of it. Like, I promise you, these waves of dreams, I go on schemes and like love and death and wanting and needing. I go into other people's experiences in my dreams, and I promise you that's real. I've proven it before. I go into other people's stuff. And I even live it for them. And and I feel people I don't know on TV. I can go in their souls. Like my boyfriend Pete Davidson, my other boyfriend, who all the ladies obviously want, and I'm annoyed by it. Stop screaming at him on SNL. You don't know him like I know him. Please. But for real though, all jokes aside, see, that's the thing. I have to make jokes too. Like, I don't know how to cope without jokes. Who could? Who can cope without jokes? But I mean that. I actually mean that. I feel like I know him on a deeper level. And all kinds of people. Somebody in a random ass, tampon commercial. I just feel like I need to get a hold of her. And I'm so invested in everybody that's what the breakdown of this poem is about. This vague thing I'm not actually going to tell you the story of fucking crushed me. I still get really fretful about it. Yeah, it was only a few months ago, so I don't know. It's the stuff of nightmares. But I was feeling super awkward sauce, and I had already put on my dork pin to cover up my corporate logo. Can you guess it? Can you guess it? I hope I don't get any kind of trubs for goof, because I'm rolling in the dough right now on my YouTubes. No, I'm not yet. Not yet. Not there yet. Just out here being real for you, not enlarging my head this big and talking shit about people, because I know people love that. They love those fucking videos with the big fucking inflated heads and the weird words and the shit talking. Very popular. But the only super vague thing I'll say is that this mystery person was a one-time robot cowboy. How vague is that shit? Yeah, top secret. And as I said, I'll bring it up again, but you'll have no idea that the two things could be connected, and you'll never put them together. Or maybe, it'll come out in that infamous book I talk about when somebody fucking pays me for something. I'll get all the extra juice out, I give you a lot of juice, but there's definitely squeezins in there that you may want to sip someday. I'm just saying, you may want to sip them. So anyway, I almost feel like, do I need the dryer for no, it's a sign that the dryer's off. It's telling me to just be comfortable with the discomfort and fucking go for it. Just dive in. I'm very uncomfortable, I hope you know as well. Just massively. Ow. I needed to incorporate a pillow or something. But it's okay. Here we are. We're here together, and it's fine. Also, this robot is completely haunted, and I will give you the entire full fill-in story. It has been proven, by multiple sources to be excessively haunted. And, I'll give you the whole story in poem format someday. Oh, forgot the pleasantries, the protocol. It's day 52. How do you do, day 52? I'm in a very funky mood. How about you? How you doing in the pandemic 52? Oh, that actually reminds me of Soul, which I could just talk about and think about all the time. John Baptiste! The last 1,000% pure human. I hope he becomes president soon. Actually, that's a really good idea. Somebody write that down. Somebody get on that. I know someone can figure that out. Okay, so I'm just gonna go in raw me. We don't even need all that. Well, all that back stuff. I'm scattered and skipping through the woods and swimming and searching in my mind simultaneously. If you couldn't tell, there's all those paths happening in the same time. I feel so quiet. I feel so in the basement now that the sounds aren't gyrating around me. Okay, I'm just gonna give it to you. So, no context, This poem is called Substantive Rule and the Very, Very Cool. Geez, these days, every single dream I have is glitch heavy. Can't seem to steady, feel dunce cap corner gagged and bound. I'm not ready to be this underground. Hey, lost and found bits of the shit I thought I meant to people. Whew, feeble greetings and blunt comments. Everybody's hell-bent on being a big hit for 15 goddamned minutes. Get to the finish or don't. Honed in on a frequency now 1, 2, 3 throw stones at me. My subconscious focuses oddly on this one time I wore his very Hepcat sweater and felt cool as cash and soft as a feather. Oh, I'm so tethered to not being forgotten. Verboten is the impulse to push the old envelope. Better hope you push it just the way they like it. Spike it with a tinge of fringe thinking, and suddenly you're uninvited from the cool kids' cafeteria table. Unstable as hell, ribbon weaving fables about how connected I am to those I've cheese grated slivers of my heart for. Even art's a bore to me on this poorly lit stage. Even art's a bore to me on this poorly lit stage. I raise my hand and the teacher ignores me. Impulse implores me to keep my track of links in my memory and make them categorically mean something. Flings and fumbles, soul crumbles and parking lot talk. Ooh. Ooh. Soul crumbles and parking lot talk. We chalked it up to bad timing. He sampled a few of my words in his crowd prod rhyming. I'm finding it harder and harder to sleep at night. The constant fight between cerebral and fuck all. This criticism is scalding hot. I thought about when we ate pork buns and strange sesame balls. For some reason it struck me how we were the only people on the planet that night. Frightful stacks of wacky genius collecting various new nest materials in the corner of his room. I was pulled in and scared and soothed. The silent storytelling of his bizarre tattoos. I don't know when I've been so quite befuddled, amazed, and bemused. I was once fused to the root. Ha ha. Repeat, 'cause it's important. Repeat, 'cause it's important. I was once fused to the root of every human connection I've ever had. Now I'm a passing fad and everyone's busy making some new great exclusive movie. Moody and disgruntled. They expect me to react so eloquently when there's knives scraping the most tender parts of my insides. I should always be calm and humble and palatable. I detest the inscrutable way of things. Everyone sings loudly some song I've never heard. They hang on every word when the words are easy. Like a child's balloon, I'll just pop. Like a child's balloon, I'll just pop upon releasing. I feel hurt, so they leave me. I'm a vapor who becomes solid when someone needs me. When suddenly they require some piece of my costume collection. The resurrection of the mighty ego. We all go off to our separate corners, scorned and deflated. Much, much more than anticipated. Masturbated masterfully by code and clever algorithms. I envision a time when I really blew their minds. Now I find little reason to even try. Ash rains from the socked-in sky. My vision pulsates again. Hurts to even hold a pen. I cannot pretend to fend for myself in this sprawling field of offensive landmines. I was just fine with holding high my love until it got turned into a splattered fucking dove of nope. Provocative is the new no-no. Row, 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 you dope, into murky waters of trolls and the college educated. I've relocated my confidence to a bunker. The vehicle of my self-worth is a real clunker. Spunk and piss and vinegar. By the skin of her teeth she extracts some relief from dreams of those freeway banner hanging days. They stayed up all night with black house paint, turning pain and complaints into bold-faced statements high above the 101 grime. That was a long time ago, though. Years blow through us with little regard or sentiment. Tiny filaments that make up our recollecting. Natural selection selecting has me feeling thin as rice paper. Taper mouth shut. Gut punch pedantics, quick fix black squares, and all's fair and fine and dandy. But examine the fact that all mankind is flawed, and there's very few likes or applause. Ooh, cause and reject. Aw, heck, I guess I'm not invited. Misunderstood again, big fears reignited. Short-sighted plights and likes and casual clicks on hearts. My deepest, dearest passion turned to farts on the breeze. Oh, my fucking knees. On my fucking knees. On them. On my fucking knees to be needed. Conceded the spotlight. Okay, everyone else is right. No side of a truce, eh? Okay. So I'm fucking Lenny Bruce. Hooray! The price I've always had to pay for not getting it. True, Mr. Bruce. Rule is some substantive shit. So mad that I could spit, but I don't make a post about it, so it's not actually real. Let's all just tell each other what to feel. Less than ideal. I guess I needed him a bit more than he reckoned I did. The stagnant repetition of my head sand hid. Quid pro low blows, and there ain't a thing that's not imploding. Our data is loading to a mainframe that will use us ruthlessly. The truth used to seem like an attainable gift, and now I guess I'm not even supposed to hold up my fist, so I'll just sit here and stew in fear and eat up some semi-satisfying Netflix chum. Come on, everybody, get you some while the getting is not so good. I withstood the vampires of Hollywood only to be gobbled up by my tiny Disney town. The shoulda, coulda, woulda sure have got me abysmally downtrodden and barely hobbling along. Throngs of people so pleased with their hashtags. I'm lagging behind in the times, I suppose. Way to hit it right on the bloody nose. Rows and rows and rows, getting nowhere fast with these flowing word punctured flotation devices, sunk and unheard. But it still feels heavy, absurd. I, like a dissected bird, I so terribly sordid, thwarted by fingers just waiting to wag. My eyelids sag under a haze so thick and lurid. Absurdly, I'm not so dreadful hot to touch. Not near so much as they paint me naked on stage to be. I mean, golly fucking Gee, Eminem rapped about women in pieces in a trunk. When men push bounds, it's punk. Francis Bacon was a Nazi fetishist, and I know if I had a dick or a half-full deck, I'd be a 5 at most on the shock scale. A mere mocktail of jaw drop, but I'm not. With a slit instead, shit, I'm a 10 straight to the head, and I don't know when being a provocateur had its fiery end, but I can't just bend to this feeling left out blues. I too want likes and spikes in the quick spreading contagion of loving me, and damn, I'm a lovable fool if you look past the alien drool everyone seems so afraid of. What I'm made of is 1,000 souls who all give too much of a fuck. I've been other beings and won't suck up or apologize for the weight that brings. It stings that everyone's stuck in seeing the society of spectacle. Be you animal, vegetable, mineral. The rusting moon, the personality prison, the brutal schism of objective reality, the beautiful festoon left upon a doorway that quantum eggheads now insist doesn't even fucking exist. The list just drips of slip-ups. Guzzle, don't sip the flaws, richly steeped. I'm a heap of wound up desire, and everybody wants to capture the best footage of the fire. Ooh, there's a lot of feelings in that one, my friends. And I'm going to tell you right now that I did something I've never done in my life. And you're not even going to believe me, because it's like, ugh. Of course, there's like a huge frog in my throat. There's literally this guy in my throat right now because I'm trying to tell you something, and I don't have any more boobly. It's so bad. I have never intentionally popped a balloon. True story. Because it terrifies me to my core. So I had 3 pokers, one of which I found in that dinosaur box. These were like my weapons. The T-pin, the unusually large sewing needle, and the mini pirate. So yeah, I just wanted you to know that that was an extremely brave feat for me. No fucking around. I've never done that before. I have avoided it entirely because popping balloons scares me so much. Like, anxiety addict over here, fully addicted to whatever chemicals are released by constant, extreme, unnecessary anxiety. So yeah, I've never done that. And it was in the poem. It was, of course, it's kind of hard to read and walk and chew bubble gum at the same time. But yeah, I did it. I got brave and popped the fuck out of a bunch of balloons. So again, it's basically like high octane. These should basically be advertised as like extreme sports, extreme risk taking, extreme lifestyle videos. Cause I'm out here popping balloons, fool. That's not even like me. But you know, it was in the poem, and so I thought I would make it a reality, because it also just felt very much like my current attitude, current feelings about it all. Aw, I made Haunted Robot hold the balloon. Isn't that sweet, you guys? He's so alive. It's weird. Yeah, but that was tough one for me. That was tough. Tough feelings in my soul. Can't even lie about that. Wow, this cowboy does full exorcism on this horse. And his legs are tailor-made for horses. That's just great on so many levels. Any adult who doesn't still play with toys is just doing it wrong. And I just feel so flipping bored by it all. So round of applause for anybody that still plays with toys, because it's the key to feeling even a teeny meeny weeny little bit okay. I'm telling ya. It's just like, I have no idea how you feel okay right now if you don't play with toys as a grown-ass person. Things are way too hard. So hire me as an expert for $20 an hour. I'll tell you how. You can play with toys as a grown-ass person too. I'll show you. I'll do a tutorial. I try not to have rage. You know, somebody told me not to get mad at other people for getting a piece of the pie, and it's like, okay, but I am though. You're on your 6,000th video about eyelashes, and you've got how many million followers? I get upset, I get hurt, I get wounded in my goofy ass soul, and I just want to be seen and heard and loved like everyone else does. But yeah, those were just a few of my complex feelings for the day, guys. Thanks for accepting Strawberry Milk into your heart. I hope you did. You'll be seeing more of her. She's very unabashed. She's kind of a vulgar lady. She doesn't like all the double standards that exist about men singing about hoes. And then if the women make it, they're also singing about how they're hoes. And then I get some money. Then I get some money. Like, what? No! Let's empower ourselves. Why don't we? My goodness. So she's not into that double standard thing. She's not into the, like, dick-centricism, you know. So she's trying to break that mold. And she's always wanted to be a rapper. So just give her a chance if you can. Last time was her first time. You know, don't be judgy. She's gonna work on it. But I brought you more original, authentic, from the the like charcoaly, scary. Why can't I think? I feel like a bad stoner right now. What is it called when you smoke the resin? I am carving for you a big resin ball of some of the hardest things I feel, and the brightest. There's also a butterfly emporium part of my soul that I give you too, and hopefully you feel that when you're walking through the butterfly emporium. But I also do scary things like scraping out the deep, dark, rooted, sticky resin and letting you smoke some. Remember, I used to have to do that in LA. It's really terrible to admit, but man, we would just be smoking seeds and sticks and eating only In-N-Out, Pop-Tarts, goldfish, ramen, and some saltines. That's it. I guess that's all I have to say. I just hope you get what I'm driving at, that it's hard to want equal love, equal attention, equal understanding. It's a very difficult thing to obtain, and it's okay to love people and admire them and get mad at them and have frustration about just being here in general, because it's darn right challenging as ever. Unprecedented, unparalleled, huge, massive scroll out of the pages of history that's unveiling some very disturbing general behavior and tendencies in the human folk. It's quite terrifying. So I hope that you feel whatever you feel. I'm just taking you with me on a honest voyage of laundry, despair, poetry, elation, love, hate, vulnerability, resin, goofiness, dancing, prancing, wanna be rapping, thigh slapping, knee slapping, slap happy, craptastic, creme of the crop. Just whatever you want it to be. It is whatever you want it to be. It is whatever you want it to be. That's the whole point. That's the reality. I can get over this shit. I am over this shit. You know what? That's a big important point for me to leave on, is like, this person texted me again while I was doing this and I was feeling all bad. And it's like, I know the love is there. And we can fucking get over shit. We can just put it behind us. But it does matter to process. It matters to process. It matters to talk. It matters to call people back when they call you and they need to talk, because probably they just love you a lot and they care. And they're not trying to be annoying. They just want to, like, comb through things and feel validated, because isn't that all anybody ever wants to feel? I don't know. I held on to my 7-year-old self, and I actually found her now in pandemic more than even when I was 7. Like, I think I let her in even more comfortably than when she was back then, if that makes a lick of sense. But yeah, it's beautiful to be that part of yourself. It's so beautiful. It's so freeing. God, I feel free just letting her in and being like, okay, yeah, like, that's me. But it's painful too, like, whoa. Because I'm trying to get back to believing, you know what I mean? That's the thing about being 7. That's the main thing, is just get it into your head to believe. Get it in there. And I'm trying to do that again. So the stakes are very high, and it hurts. It hurts us. But we're trying to believe. And that's where the balloons come in, and the processing, and the puncturing, and the professing poetry. So, day 52. We'll do some more. And I wonder what on earth the vibrations may be when it comes around to day 53.